side of the sea.
Come in. Buenos dias, Don Diego.
Buenos dias, Padre.
And you, Bernardo. Have you come here to defeat me in chess again?
No, Padre. I just dropped by to return this book I borrowed from you.
Ah, yes. A History of the Church in South America. Did you enjoy it, Don Diego?
Oh, immensely. But I did want to ask you about one of the items that was pictured here. May I? Here, this one. The miniature cross of the Andes. I heard a rumor that it was stolen recently. Is there any truth in that?
I'm sorry to say there is. It vanished several months ago, along with many other treasures, when some of our churches in South America were plundered.
That is indeed tragic news, Padre. Were the losses heavy?
If you were to judge their worth in pesos, a fortune was stolen. But many of the treasures were priceless objects of religious symbolism.
Well, thank you for the book.
Must you leave so soon?
I'm afraid so. Hasta la vista.
Que Dios los bendiga, hijos.
Apparently, Senor Murieta has other stolen treasures, aside from the Cross of the Andes. But where are they? Well, regardless, we've got our work cut out for us if we're to get these gems away from Murieta and back to the church. All we can do now is wait and let him make the first move.
I wish to speak to Don Diego. Is he at home? Oh, I keep forgetting you can neither speak nor hear. But if that is so, how could you hear me knocking at the door?
Vibration, Sergeant.
Buenos dias, Don Diego. I was curious as to how a deaf man like Bernardo could hear me knocking at the door.
Well, I can explain that. Bernardo is sensitive to vibrations.
But he heard me knock. What have vibrations got to do with it?
I'm afraid you do not understand, Sergeant. You see, Bernardo feels the vibrations that some sounds make. For instance. You see?
Please, Don Diego, that thing sets my nerves on edge.
To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit, Sergeant?
I came to tell you there will be no party.
No party? What party?
The party I plan to invite you to this evening at the inn in honor of Senorita Bastinado.
Let me get this straight, Sergeant. You mean you rode all the way over here to cancel an invitation to a party to which you had not yet invited me?
See, Don Diego, I feel the least one can do where one's friends are concerned is to keep them informed of one's good intentions.
But why are you not giving this party?
Because I do not have the money to pay the bill. But do not worry about me, Don Diego. I will try to explain to the Senorita Bastinado. Of course, she will probably never speak to me again, but then I suppose there are always other senoritas.
Oh, many others, Sergeant.
You were about to say something, Don Diego?
Only, adios.
Adios.
Sergeant. Yes! I hope the suggestion I'm about to make does not offend your pride, but can you see your way clear into allowing me to finance your party?
Oh, no, Don Diego, I could never permit that. I appreciate your generosity, but it's simply out of the question. Of course, if you insist. Oh, Don Diego, your generosity has overcome my pride. Gracias. Until this evening, then, at the inn. Adios!
Yes, you nearly slipped up that time. You were eavesdropping, eh? Yes, I will attend the party, but really I'm not in the mood for it. I'm more concerned with Carlos Murrieta. We know that he's a member of the Eagle's brood and that he has the famous Cross of the Andes in his possession. But if he's the one who looted the churches, why did he come here? And where are the jewels? Yes, but are you sure you saw jewels when you broke open the box of boots at the tannery? You could not be mistaken? Well, when we looked in that box, a minute later, there was nothing. If Murrieta came here just to deliver the jewels, why does he remain? Yes, he could be expecting a message from the Eagle. You know, it appears unlikely to me that the Eagle would trust all of the jewels with one messenger. So it seems logical that we may expect another messenger to show up from South America.
I do hope you can memorize that list of my many virtues before the dancing starts, Corporal. Remember, you are to repeat them to the senorita at the first opportunity.
The sergeant has a warm and understanding heart.
Read on.
He is generous to a fault. His bravery has never been questioned. It has never been mentioned, has it, Sergeant?
How many times must I remind you to call me Comandante? Now, go sit down and memorize this list word for word, please. Don Diego, I see you brought your guitar along. Nothing like a little music to liven up a party, eh?
Hey, tell me something, Sergeant. Is Senorita Bastinado the one who owns the rather large cattle ranch de San Pedro?
See,
A charming lady.
she is even more charming in that she also owns a large store, a drayage service, and 100 horses.
Oh, I see. Now I better understand your interest in her. Sergeant! Are you not in charge of the so-called military garrison of this pueblo?
See, as acting Comandante, it is my duty to keep the peace, to protect the citizens of Los Angeles from attack by hostile forces, and to obey the orders of the Viceroy, the Governor, and the King of Spain.
Is it also your duty to stay in this tavern all day and pour wine down that fat gullet of yours? While this miserable city is overrun by thieves?
But, senor, I only drink wine for medicinal purposes. My physician ordered me. Thieves? What thieves?
The thieves that last night broke into Senor Mordante's tannery.
The tannery was robbed? Of what?
My box of boots imported from South America was broken into and the contents were stolen.
But Senor Mordante lives on the premises. Where was he when all this happened?
Senor Mordante was in Capistrano on business.
I shall make a report of this.
After Senor Mordante knocked you unconscious, he could have taken the jewels out of the box, but he would have hardly had time to leave the tannery. I'm sure the jewels are still hidden there.
I think we can do without the facial expressions, Corporal.
I haven't laughed so much in years.
Silence!
But how can I read this without laughing?
I will search the tannery.
Corporal, I suggest you continue memorizing.
Oh, Sergeant,
Yes, Don Diego.
I'm afraid I must be leaving.
Oh, no, you cannot leave, Don Diego. You're my host. I mean, my guest. I've ordered all these refreshments and everything.
Well, I just remembered I have important business elsewhere.
Don Diego, I've gone to a great deal of trouble to arrange this party. Please, Don Diego, you must not leave when the guest of honor is arriving. Good evening, my dear, lovely Senorita Bastinado. How good of you to come. I want you to meet someone. And may I present Don Diego de la Vega. Don Diego, this is Senorita Bastinado.
Senorita.
Senor, I know your father. Last fall, he bought 500 head of cattle from me.
Yes, I remember. My father tells me you're an astute businesswoman.
A trait I have developed through dealing with men.
Touché, senorita.
Some light refreshments, Senorita? The bonbons are delicious. I have sampled a few, and I can personally vouch for them. Senorita? Don Diego? Salud.
Salud.
Excuse me. Do you remember the plan?
What plan?
I have told you 100 times. First, I will introduce you to the senorita. Then you will dance with her. And while you are dancing, you will casually mention what a really fine fellow I am.
Oh, that.
Come. Senorita, may I present my aide-de-camp, my right arm in battle, my faithful and devoted follower, Corporal Reyes of the King's Lancers.
A pleasure, Corporal.
Oh, I insist, senorita, the pleasure is mine.
Maybe the corporal, with my permission, of course, and the senorita would care to... If you will furnish the music, Don Diego.
Senorita, it is within your power to make me very happy.
Oh?
Would you consent to dance with me?
Well, I think I should like that very much.
Oye! You, come here. I said come here. Do you not answer when your betters speak to you, hmm? I should crush your skull for this impertinence. Now, tell me in which direction lies the Pueblo of Los Angeles.
Why, you dance very well, Corporal.
My clumsy efforts were made graceful by the inspiration of your presence.
Surely that stupid corporal should have told her everything by now.
Told her what, Sergeant?
Oh, nothing, Don Diego. The things a man usually tells a senorita when he is dancing with her. And now, senorita, if you will favor me with a dance.
Thank you, Sergeant. Some other time. I'm really quite tired. If you will excuse me. Good night.
At least allow me to escort you to the stairs.
You're very charming, Corporal.
Well, did you tell her?
Tell her what?
The things I told you to tell her, stupid, about me. That I'm brave, loyal, trustworthy, unassuming.
I knew there was something I forgot to do.
You mean you danced all this time and said nothing?
Oh, no, Sergeant. We talked of many things. The senorita and I have a simpatico relationship.
Corporal, have you ever heard of the Mojave Desert?
See,
Would you like to spend a little time there?
I don't think so, Sergeant. The desert air has never quite agreed with me.
Well, Corporal, unless you stop playing the gallant caballero with my senorita, you will be breathing desert air for the rest of your enlistment. Buenas noches, senor.
I'm looking for my brother, Carlos Murrieta.
Ah, you are Senor Murrieta's brother, eh?
No, he is my brother, but I'm not his.
That is a strange relationship. One is a brother in one direction, but not in the other. You must be joking, senor.
Do you know where my brother is?
Oh, yes, he is at... What is this, senor?
This is a South American bolas.
For what is it used?
For hunting game, also as a lasso. I have throttled many animals with it. Like that. With it, I can strangle even an elephant. Senor, you must forgive the sergeant's inquisitiveness, but, well, few strangers ever visit this pueblo.
And it is my duty to question strangers.
Your brother has a room here at the inn. Oh, by the way, are you also an importer of boots? Whatever my business, senor, it is my own. Forgive me for assuming that you're in the same business as your brother. So what if I am? Carlos!
Pedro! We have much to discuss.
Well, Sergeant, this is a windfall for you. You have learned his name, his relationship to Carlos Murrieta, and, the most important of all, that he also is an importer of boots.
Carlos, do you have any idea at all who could have stolen the gems and killed Mordante?
I'm not sure, but I suspect a man who wears a mask, calls himself Zorro.
Well, what do we do now?
We must find this man, Zorro. We must make him talk. Make him tell us what he did with the gems. We'll go to the tannery tonight and search it thoroughly. Maybe he's left a clue that will aid us in his capture. Now, my masked friend, where are the gems? Speak up!
Carlos, allow me the pleasure of making him talk. This is a trick we use in South America for cracking skulls. As it comes closer, it will loosen your tongue. Buenas noches, señores.
Zorro?
Two of them.
I hate to spoil your fun, senores, but we Zorros must stick together. For a peaceful man, you use that weapon quite well. Well, at least we have one consolation. The Murrieta brothers do not know where the stolen treasures are any more than we do. I think we should keep a close eye on the road from San Pedro. I strongly suspect another box of boots will be arriving. No, I think we should let our good friend Sergeant Garcia acquit himself with glory. It might help put him into the good graces of Senorita Bastinado. And in that respect, I'm afraid the good sergeant needs quite a bit of help.